guys, welcome back. I'm so glad you're here. It's another week and it's been a little crazy. I think I say that every week because it's the truth. As I mentioned before, I'm trying to get a bunch of projects done before we go away for spring break. So I kind of want to be able to not work the entire time, and my kids and my husband will be much happier with me. So I've just been trying to break through, and honestly, I've just started a new project and it's not going great. I think it's because I'm trying so hard to just get things done on a very tight time schedule, and that's not great for creativity. Just feel a bit of a block, but it'll pass, it always does. But today, as promised, I wanted to show you how I make wedding invitations in Photoshop. So with that new pack, the Rosé All Day, the Watercolor Flower Clipart kit, I want to take that and show you how I could make a really nice wedding invitation and how you could too. So why don't we get started, and I'll hop into Photoshop and show you how to do that. But I actually made this template as part of the Rosé All Day watercolor package. So I'm going to show you how I did it and how easy it is to make your own, or use this one I've already made. So I hope you like it, and we'll just jump right in. I'm going to start in Photoshop and start with a new file. So File, New, and I'm going to actually do it in inches because we're making a card. So the width is going to be 5¼ inches by 7¼ inches, 300 dpi. And that's good. And I can go CMYK. Wonderful. Okay, let's set up our document by getting us some guides here. And I am going to go and zoom in and give myself a bleed of 1/8 inch. And then another 1/8 inch, so it's 1/4 inch total to have sort of our safety zone. So I'm going to do that on all the sides here. All right, so our document's set up, and now I'm going to go in and bring some artwork in. So I've just unzipped the Rosé All Day folder, and so I'm going to open it up and go into the wreath section, and I'm going to pick a wreath. Let's see where it is here. Okay, this one. And we're going to make a save the date first, and then we'll do an actual invitation. So I'm going to this a little bigger. See how that is. Actually gonna make this a little bit bigger. Okay, that should be good. So that already is really easy. And then I'm gonna go back in and get, let's see, I'm gonna get in the individual elements, I'm gonna go to the washes and pick number 2 and the splatter. Get some paint effects in here. Make that a little bigger. Let's see how we do here. And I'm going to actually put that wreath on top so the paint washes are below. Okay. I'm going to just resize this a bit. Let's just put that up there. Really fill that in. Okay. These splashes, I'm going to do a little bit more like that. Right. Just make them, I just want a few here. Okay, perfect. So I'm going to take wash number 2 and duplicate it. So Command J on a Mac or Control J on a PC. And bring that back over here. And so I have a little bit more balance there. Okay, I like that. Actually, I'm going to still make this a little bit bigger. Okay. And a little lower. Perfect. I want it actually to kind of cut off a bit. There. Okay. Right, so then I'm going to bring another guide into the center, and it'll just lock there, which is always nice. And then let's start some text. Okay, so I'm going to write save in all caps. And I'm going to make sure it's in the center. That always helps. Save, and then I'm going to do a new layer, and date. Okay, so I'm going to make save and date larger. Let's see, maybe about 24. And this is going to be 24. Great, and then let's space them all. So I'm going to select all of them, distribute them even. Oh, they are even. Okay, great, wonderful. Actually, I'm going to make these bigger. Change my mind. And save and date are going to be at 30. Okay, so I think that looks nice. And then we're going to put a date in here. July 7th, 2020. Why not? Sounds like a good day. Actually, I have no idea what date that is or what day that actually falls on, but that's okay. Hopefully it's a weekend. And then we will put their names. And I chose very fancy names. Valentina and Robin. And I'm going to make this a little bit smaller. I'm not sure why I double click it. It's a habit. I'm going to make that, actually, I'm going to change the spacing of these. Oh gosh, habit. To 100 there. Sorry, before I forgot to say I had my letter spacing at 300, so make sure you change that. I like it about there. Let's let them have a lovely wedding in somewhere I'm dying to go. I'm obsessed with watching House Hunters International. So I watched one on Lake Como the other day and thought that would be a rather fantastic place to go. I think I'm going to make this a little bit smaller here. Okay. So let's see. I kind of want that to look a little bit like that. Okay, let's take out the guides. So to turn off the guides, turn on and off the guides, you can just do a Command H. And that just lets me look at it a little bit cleaner. So far, I say it's rather pretty. I think it's pretty well done. I mean, that looks good to me. So that's a really easy way just to make a save the date with pre-made watercolor floral clip art. Very simple and easy to do. So let's do now a formal invitation and use the same techniques. And of course, before we do anything else, we're going to save our file and we'll call it Save the Date. Lovely. Okay. All right, so let's start on the invitation, and I'm going to go back into my folder and find something else. A nice pretty arrangement, and let's see, there are lots of them. Actually, we were going with metallic, weren't we? Okay, so let's stick with that. So this is sort of more of a set. So I'm going to find one here. Okay, so I'm going to drag that guy in there and simply rotate. And bring that up here. And I'm going to duplicate it, so Command J, and rotate it 180 here. Actually, no, I'm not. I lied. I'm going to go back. I'm going to put that so it's a different look, so it's not the same flowers exactly. I think I'm going to make it a little bit smaller too. Okay, we can adjust as we go. And then I'm going to go back and get those washes again and individual elements, oops, into washes, and why not bring some splatter in too? And maybe we'll just make those a little bit smaller. Oops. Making my guide go away. That's not good. Hold on. There we go. Okay, take that splatter and size it up, scale it up a little bit. Bring it there. And I'm gonna put the bouquets, shift select and drag them on top so they obviously are above the washes. That makes sense. Okay, and then I'm gonna take that wash and Command J, Command T to transform, and put that just subtly over here. I think that's good. Actually, I'm gonna Command T and rotate it again. Yeah. I think that side I prefer. Actually, let's do this. And I kind of like that edge on the other one. Yeah, that's better. I'm gonna take the splatter, Command J, Command T, and let's do this. I think I might change the opacity. Hold on. Maybe. I don't want them too strong here. Just knock that back just a touch. Okay, great. Okay, well that already looks lovely. Then I'm gonna go and get my text tool again. And this time, we're gonna start with the name. So we're gonna, again, fancy Valentina here. And then we're gonna do plus sign. Okay. And I'm gonna select all those guys and see if we can distribute them. There we go. Perfect. I might make Roman and Valentina a little bit bigger again at, let's say, 18. Actually, let's do 24, and I'm gonna change the spacing here to 100 again. Okay. And then I'm gonna bring Roman down just a touch. Oops. Let's just Okay, I'm gonna select them all, shift select them all again, and okay, so they're fine. Okay, actually I'm gonna move all of them down just a little bit, so Command T to transform. So then we'll put in what this is about, and we'll just change this to a little bit smaller. Let's say 16. So request. Oh, it's gonna have to be smaller than this. 14. All right. Well, I want it smaller than that. Okay. The honor of, nope, can't spell. Honor, there, of your, let's do space, company on their wedding day. Lovely. And then we're gonna do the same date again. So 07/07/2020, and we had that at I think we had it at 24, right? And we're gonna give them a spacing of 300. Actually, let's do this at 18. I think that's a little much. Perfect. Okay, so let's give some information. So 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Obviously this is way too big, so we'll go to 10, and we'll have this at 100. 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I can't spell. Reception to follow. Lovely. Then again, sticking with our fancy theme, let's go Villa, Pizzo, like Como, Italy. Don't think I need a thing there. I think this should be a little bit bigger. Let's do 12. Let's do 14. Sure, that looks good. Okay, I'm just gonna Command T to see where we're at. We are in the center. Perfect. I actually want to make all these ones even. Good. I think I'm actually going to move all of them up a little bit as well. There. Okay. I think that looks good. Let's just double check that this is in the center. Yes, it is. Same with this guy. Nope, a little bit off. There we go. Okay, I think let's go Command H to remove our guides, or just to not be able to see them. Okay, so I think actually when you do that, all of these guys, and I'm gonna get my wash in there too, aren't I? All of these guys need to go up a smidge. So I'm just gonna inch them up a little bit. There we go. And this maybe needs to go over a little bit. Actually, I'm gonna angle it more. Let's have it like that. Is that right? Nice. Okay, so there is another lovely invitation. Super easy to do. Honestly, the part that takes me the longest is just the writing. So very quick, very simple, super easy to do when you already have all your art pre-made. So if that interests you, these are available in my shop and the link is below. So I hope you enjoyed that. I hope it was helpful. Yeah, I think it turned out really cute. So if you have any questions or comments, I'd love to hear from you in the comments below. And also don't forget to check out the description right below here. There's always some free goodies and links to my Instagram, which by the way, I know last week I was telling you about my new project, my 90-day niche challenge I've given myself. And I know this is so embarrassing. I've had to sort of slow down a little bit this week because it was taking 2 hours instead of a half an hour a day. And like I said, with the schedule I have right now, it's just, again, my family is getting mad at me. So I do have to prioritize them always. So I'm just gonna have to not do it quite like every day. So I'm just gonna have to pick that up a little bit later once I just get through these weeds right now. But the link is below. I have now actually put that on a different Instagram account, so it's not on my regular account, so it's just dedicated to the 90-day niche challenge. And if you wanted to know where to find the watercolor clip art I was using today, the link is below and I'll take you right there. So love you guys so much. Thank you as always for watching. I really appreciate it and hope to see you in the next one.